Hello, 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 hello. Let me turn back on the. Where is it? Dude, why can't I find? What the? What the heck? Let me just try to turn on the bot again, or copyright. Okay, should be good now. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Let's just do a quick overview. We have lowers liquidity right now. Basically trend line down. Just building liquidity. Not even trying to take any of the upside yet, which it looks like we might start shifting. On the daily here, daily fair value got tapped in. CPI delivered up to all-time high. All-time high. Let's just do that for better visuals. On the 4-hour, NQES did tap inside. They both tapped. This NQ was very minor. We could look for a run back up, but we have a lot of liquidity downside right now. So I'm expecting a retrace back up just a tad bit, and then we're likely going to deliver lower. With confirmation, of course, because we have quite the liquidity and inefficiency moving forward here. On the 15-minute, it's very unclear since like that 9:15 has just been the wicks are just wide and you're not really seeing much. There's a 15-minute gap here that held, which is perfect. And there's not much you can really go by. Order block, the same one that held there too. The 5-minute is much clearer to me. It's just reprice action. When you're bouncing off this 5-minute, and we're likely gonna tap in this. I would like to see it run this high and then flip. Just if I'm bearish, I would want or if I want more downside, I would want before going down to clear the upside and fake people out first. But we're gonna try to lean bullish until we get full confirmation. Otherwise, haven't been on YouTube live in I think a few days. We've been really hammering the Discord, which is open to everyone right now. Good morning, everyone. I'll just post this, and then we're good to go. I'll pin this. What would your trade be in AM? I think I was watching AM. It was very difficult because we didn't really get any clean retracement. I believe I was watching this 1-minute breaker after we take out these lows here. I was looking at NQ more so. I don't know if it was shown on ES. Let me just see the same candle. It was lower. I don't know if we got that in ES really, that retrace, but looking at this as the breaker here, We take the low. I think this is what I was only going for. I don't think I did definitely not trade this though. But you can see the 1 minute gap there. I would likely just put my stop either on this low. This might be too tight, or just like a little bit lower than that. This is probably the only setup I'll take. Since this is clear, still bullish. It is not ready to flip yet. Otherwise, we did move up higher. We're likely going to try to take out this high. That was probably my only trade I would have taken. When did you pass all those 250Ks? Where could we have seen that? It was broadcasted live on Discord. And if you missed it, like, it was really all over on Discord. We did a planning session. We made a post about it. We planned it out. The time frame of the streams. We walked through everything. Even though a lot of people that I've showed this to, other influencers, like, it's like one of their first time trying it, or if not like a few times they did it, but like this is something I've done for a long time. I've been testing it, so I think I know more than most people in this kind of like evaluation, strategical YOLO, and that's what we talked about. I think that's very important. Instead of just like, oh, let's just play the stop board, let's play the continuation. I think it's much more than that, and I think a lot of people got lucky just because CPI delivered very flawlessly, but otherwise, it would have been much worse. Many more people would get disappointed. But we got that out the way. Apex did extend their, not the 90% off, but their $85 activation fee, which is the big promo as well. Missed the Discord, got full. I think it got full immediately because there was a lot of like traction. It was like 150 cap, but then once someone boosted it, it was open at 300, and then like there's like 200 people watching. So there was like a few times, but like I know like the Discord got full, but I did have all the commentary, everything I showed in the main chat. And just yesterday, we also did another planning session, which is recorded this time. Sometimes I don't get reminded of recording, but if you go educational tab here, where is it? Okay, yeah, we talked about like all these. This is the recap of it, basically. We talked about the promo. We talked about what happens after the eval, the funded, the new rule change, the trade copier, and effective ways to trade Apex, and like my strategy and my planning with it. There's a video. I think it's like 40 minutes. You guys can take it out. That, and also recorded a video with Ash, CPI Day, just to talk about like prop firms and trade copying. I think just the resources that you would need if you're really serious about compounding, scaling up, and copy trading. The Discord was full, but I think it was open more like before CPI. But regardless, everything I talked about I typed in chat just because the benefit of people not being able to join. The new plethora rules. I don't think it really affects only a very little amount of people that really just game the system. We talked. I think that's a lot of things that we talked about also in the chat or in the session. And I'm gonna try to do one weekly session of just like us. I mean, this is spectacular news for us, for Apex and all that. Like, it's like a lot to talk about, a lot to dig deep. But there's gonna be other weeks where there's not much to talk about. But I think it's good just to jump in on like a 40-minute call, 45-minute call, likely on Discord. Everything's probably gonna be Discord for that. And I'm gonna try to make it public for everyone. Just to talk about like fund accounts, how to hold them, what's my plan with them, if I'm playing aggressive here, just showing different outlooks. And I would definitely take a look at other people's perspective and just make my suggestion based on speaking from experience. I think experience really matters in this. And I would rather you guys understand that more than go through the troubles that everyone went through if you guys been trading prop firm for like 2-3 years already. And if this is your first year, you have the most potential, as in like you're not going to eat losses if you know what to do and what not to do. The DCA rule, dollar cost average, if you see me on live stream, I don't even average in. But it really only I think it's only morally enforced. Let's say I don't know, like let's say we take the short, right? You can just add here and add here, like adding to the entry zone. But if this was your target here, and then your stop is here, let's say 7 points, just a little bit above, and it goes past that, and then you keep on adding, that's more against your rules. And the rule of thumb, I think, there is like putting a stop loss. If you just your TP is like 10 points and it goes past through like your invalidation, you keep on adding, they don't want that, which is perfectly fine. I think a lot of people get saved doing that. But once again, I think the new rules are more targeting to the people who exploit it. This is the main thing we talked about also. So as long as you're trading normally, they even said you can do mental stops. It's really just targeted for people who just like, let's say enter, they don't want to take the loss, they just keep adding, and the moment they hit break even, they just clear it out. So they got saved there, and then that's more likely just them gambling, the gambling mentality. And it's, for some reason, I would think that type of rule would help Apex win, and the traders lose because they're breaking the rules, but they are going against it. Maybe it's just a reason for them to deny people. But I always say prop firms are a blessing, and you have to adapt to them if you want to continue. We did sweep a lot of these lows. Wow, look at that low. Inside this 15 minutes, so this is where I marked it, the 15-minute fair value gap. If we don't see that, there's an order block here too, which I'll mark as well. I do like this for higher now. Which one is the leading asset right now? I think they're both very similar. ES has been pretty strong. I'm likely going to look at this breaker. I don't think we have any. It's just slow grind up, right? I don't want to move anything. I guess this was also a breaker here. I don't know if you're here for that. I think we started the stream a little later than that. We can use this as the up close candle. I'll mark it just for reference sake. Other than that, it already did its thing. It already hit like where I would want it to target. Yeah, I think I was here. I started the live stream at the inversion, so I guess we could have done it, especially after we got the validation of the inversion. It did retrace back inside of it, inside that breaker, inside the 1 minute. So taking it this here at like 8.18, and putting a stop under this low, like 9 points. These are the type of trades I want to take. No sound now. I feel like the sound's showing. Just let me know. Some videos are not shown. Let me check. Oh, those are the very old videos. I removed them. It's not. It's a different style of trading. OG's knows. It's funny. Alright, we're in the 5-minute. I think we've been just going back and forth, so if we do want to close above, we're likely going to shoot for higher. But this is what I want to see here. We break the trend line. The lowers liquidity, take that out. And if we just respect that 5-minute, just go back and forth, or like rotate lower. Alright, let's go get some trades going today. Oh, yeah, lots of people. It's a very overwhelming sale. I think they really press you the time and like all this delays and all that. As long as you're planning everything out, I don't think I'm not as alarmed or freaking out as other people. And that's how I have also like over 30 past accounts, which I'm gonna use as reserves because I was only able to activate like 10 of them. I already have 10 funded. Like I shared, I'm just growing them slowly, but this sale really expedited my reloading up because I was going to try to do max allocation just slowly one at a time, but once the sale happens, you got to strike where this iron is hot. Some people are saying fears about like them going under. I don't think that's the case. If they do go under, like we're not really putting that much money in. 50 eval is like $900. Even if I pay 10 activation fee, let's say that's another $1,000. I'll risk $2,000. I already have like plenty of payouts, and I'll just request another 8,000, 10,000 today or this week on this payout window. So I'll be more alarmed with the current fund as I have, because I have like a few accounts at like 6,000 profits, another few at 3,000 on Apex. I've been just withdrawing 2,000 each session or each payout window. So that should hopefully quell any doubts of them going under. I don't think they will, but that's why you can pay yourself frequently. I don't think I ever had an account the last year trying to run up to like 50,000 or 20,000 profits. It's been like I go for the payout, I get a little cushion, and that's it. We're just going back for this. See, notice this 5 minute here. Good rejection there. Taking out liquidity already. This is very good. Wow, this is a very deep sell. This is a very deep sell here. They just bought that up. It's just the start of lunch or PM time, so we have plenty of time before we start hunting for trades. We don't have to rush it right after PM starts. That breaker, well, look at that. Look at that pow. Yeah, I think is that somewhat of somewhat of SMT. We have equal lows on the ES, but if this occurred during the PM session, I think this is the type of trades I'll take, because I'm bullish on all time frames right now. The 1 minute, of course, is gonna flip back and forth, but the main thing is like the intraday. And looking for long sells like this when there's clear internal liquidity to grab, this is perfect. Just notice, if you look up here, there was no really, maybe the inversion you could take that would just worked out. But let's say the move down, was there any confirmation? Another inversion that did work a little bit, but no clear breaker, no real structure shift. And then nice sell down here. Just back and forth, back to the trend line liquidity here inside this inefficiency, sell back down. Just no real long until we hit this area here where we suit the lows, and then we inverted with a breaker, take out the next high. So that was the real structure shift. Other moves prior to that was no confirmation. Time window, I re-live stream 1 to 3 p.m. and 10 to 12. That's basically the move. 2 hours. All I need is 2 hours. Yeah, this 15 minute is still holding. If this does flip here, I'm going to target this low. I'm going to look for any short setup possible to go for this low. Same thing with the ES. If it flipped this 15 minute order block or fair value gap, these are the same candles I'm looking at. I think that aligns with the 5 minute too. We're likely going to test this twice already, or 5 times actually. Get a closure under. I'm going to look slam shorts. But we have the right move. The internal swept, if it does want to shift down, this is very clear. I also made a tweet here. Future prop for Big 3. Apex, the 9% off with 250K. We all know about that. Top Step's $30 off. That's ongoing as well. My Funded Futures just dropped the 30% off newly introduced statics. 3 good deals. You might shit on the other 2 if you have a favorite somewhere, but I really made analysis on my perspective on them. And like Apex is highly leveraged. Definitely great risk and investment. But but it is going to be a trap for people that think like, oh, I'm going to get 20 accounts, I'm going to get like 5-figure payouts. But it is the best sale to date. I don't think I ever, like the history of Apex, I've been trading them or watching them. This is probably the best sale to date to take advantage. And we did take advantage of that, and it's still extended for the promo with the activation fee for the 250K. Top Step, they don't really do promos at all. It's already marked down. It's competitive pricing. $30 off. That's also a given there. Perfect for reserves. And my funded futures, they're real static. Other statics are not real statics for most, from what I've seen. This is the closest thing to a live account. So it's basically pick your poison. If you like trailing, you offer Top Step and my funded futures. If you like having 20 accounts, you offer Apex. You can do a variation of all of them. Just staying informed. Let's see. It's too early to take a short yet. I think when it does sell off, like look at the hourly here. Like even if we flip this hourly, this sell side here is gonna be very clear to me. When is it taking 10? Yeah. I would definitely be looking for that. We'll tap in this hourly too, which I'll mark just for the sake of it. Yeah, and we already have two previous down close candle, with one of them being a strong wick up but closed lower. That's usually a good signature of reversal. If there was SMT, I would be more confident already on the downside. There wasn't. That's why you're letting things play out a bit more, because even if you're short bias or want lower prices, it might do something like this, or it might run up again before delivering. So just waiting for the right moment, right time is going to be crucial. Mm-mm. 12.27. Let me make sure again. 12.27. I think they both work here. This is a large breaker. I like looking at the immediate one because this is the one that this is swept the liquidity, but this also swept again. So we have prior, so they could both work. They're kind of in the same area, but I think this is more refined here because we have a low here, a clear low, and we have a clear high, a sweep of that previous low, and a displacement through that high with a very, very gap in between. 12.27 is way too large of a breaker too, which doesn't give you too much of a gap here. I guess this is the only gap you would take here. Once we got a closure, we didn't even get closure yet. This is where it'll confirm on this candle for this breaker, and if it does come back down, that's the only fair value gap to take. Yeah, it's not unicorn. If you're trying to do it as a breaker play, the breaker is too large. I'm going to use these candles here. I'm not going to use the top one because this is still qualified going down. So if you just enter the top here, that's way too risky there. Or putting too much risk. Okay. But yeah, last few days I've been talking quite a lot. We've been running a lot of sessions on Discord. We've been running live streams too. And it's not me just like tape reading. It's me just like really speaking and dropping my experience about knowledge about prop firms and trade copying and scalability. All these things. I think I'm losing my voice just a little bit. But it's worth it. Just to see people get to the point they want to be. Hopefully we can get a good trade today. I think the last few streams I was not able to take any trades just because I tape read and there's nothing for them. I'm fine with that. I'm also happy already this week because we already passed a load of Apex accounts, 250K at that. That's like very challenging. But no trades is no losses, guys. You got to keep that in mind. And um, if you want to just trade a day just for a payout, just register today, you can just do one mini, maybe 10 points on both sides. So it'd be like $200 or $150, something around there, on like a slow market move. So like it doesn't register as a scratch day, or like you're trying to game the payout. I do that all the time when I don't get a trade on live stream. I'll look for at least some setup. So I'll maybe take a B setup. But yeah, fun is such a blessing, man. This whole week, everything's going on with like the Top Step, the Apex, the My Fun features, like all these sales pushing. Like this, I'm taking my opportunity to strike. And I was passive the last. You guys know that last 5 months I've been just staying in my own lane, just doing what I'm comfortable with. But after all these results, I'm stepping the gas. And you guys seen the results on live streams as well. Back on the 5-minute here. Just too early to short. I'm looking for a long entry still, as long as still deliver. We did take that highs here. But I don't know how excited you guys are with all these promos, man, but I am stoked. This is why I say like it's like a life-changing opportunity if you use it right. But if you just buy these accounts, to T50 accounts, and just start like gambling, like let's do 20 minis on the first favorite IPC, you're just gonna have a tough time. You're gonna probably pass them at a 10%, 50% win rate. You buy 10 accounts and you pass one of them. It's like, is that what you want to do? That's even stressful for me. But I don't know how many people here did miss that CPI move. I think since there's the promo extended, we can do. Let me check again. Is there what's the next news, guys? I'm gonna speak on experience news. I do log a lot of things. I think unemployment claims was today. You guys saw how kind of bland that was. It really did not move much. It moved like 15 points, 10 points. On the initial drop. There's not much. FOMC minutes. This is what I was talking on Discord. Like this could be good or it could be similar to the unemployment claims today. So it varies. I've tested this and collected data many times. Sometimes it'll move like 50 points immediately. Other times it just gives like a nice like 10-point burst, but then it start mellowing out. These probably are the same thing as today. What you want to look for is the big red folders. So if you just mark your calendar, the first of every month, June 7th is unemployment or non-farm payroll. This is 200 point, 150 point delivery at minimum. And it's a very flawless delivery. I think this is my favorite. Non-farm payroll is my top, then CPI is my second. Can you trade news with Apex? Just for clarification, I never take funded trades with news volatility. Before you guys think like, oh, we're gonna do it funded too. No. We're doing it all on evals. Evals are fair game for everything, and there's a risk to trade evals too. If you have slippage, if something happens, it doesn't TP out. You're not gonna be able to complain to their support and be like, I passed it, I got TP, but I wasn't able to close. Like they're not gonna say nothing because they already have warnings everywhere. Like, do not trade this. It's a risky play. This should be equal highs. Actually, I'm gonna do that. There's like 240 people here. How many people in this YouTube right now traded CPI with us on Discord that one day? I think, was that yesterday? I don't even know now. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday morning. Press 1 if you traded with us, or you were in the chat or anything like that, or you attended one of the sessions that we talked about, like the planning of it. That's all you need. Like you either need to attend the planning or you attended the actual live stream, because those are the two main things I talked about. 2 of you did, yeah. I just want to see the number of people. I didn't really see anyone who attended the live stream real time trade with us fail the delivery. I think everyone really played it well. There's other times where it tend to wick you out. This one didn't. This one, like, I think at least like 80% of people succeeded in what they want to do. I don't even know your Discord. That's the perk of keeping up. But yeah, Discord is just more than trading. It's more about just helping with planning, helping take care of your mental, other knowledgeable things aside from trading, which is very beneficial. It's gonna point you to the right direction. You received 3, but only received 1 confirmation. It's really delayed right now. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. I would just wait it out. If it takes a little longer, then yeah, contact support. Do you have any tips for trading trailing DD? This is what I talked about other session. If you want more detail about it, go to the education tab and watch that 45-minute session. That was like one of the topics. Trailing drawdown does not really exist if you have appropriate risk tolerance. So what I've talked about, like risking 7 to 10% of your drawdown, not your account size, drawdown. So for instance, on the 250K account, you have 65 drawdown. I think it's appropriate to risk about $500, $600 per trade if you're taking quality trades, because the losses will replenish with wins. Okay, 5-minute close. We moved up, filled the inefficiency. This could be a flip here. Very possible it could be a flip here. We're watching for two things: a closure on this fair value gap, which would be a retest and invalidation, and a displacement through that previous low. That would create that breaker, and this is something that might create like a BPR for us to enter. If it does show that, let me just actually record this too. Yeah, you guys remind me to record these streams sometime. But if we invalidate this 1 minute here, because we retested already, it will become inversion. We displace through that low. Since we already filled this 5 minute here, I could definitely see this flip. Taking that lower liquidity already. Just displaces this low. This will be that breaker, and I'll look for a retest back up. Likely going to be a BPR too. It's just going to be something like this, like an 8-point stop at the previous swing high. And I'll target... now that I think of it, it's more than a tight range than I thought. This looks like it's like a 30, 40-point move, but it's really not. The final target would be the next low for sure. And I would like it to displace through that low. So this is my anticipation already. We're basically in between of a lot of the range today. And then so another kind of note is, like, if we do displace through this hourly, I'll take this as my target. This could be early, but I think it fits because we had equal highs here. We had some inefficiency, and what we wanted to do before even think about lower prices, we thought longs here just because we had to target out the low resistance. But now that we flipped here, okay, this is starting to look something. Let's see what we get here. See if it displays this low. Kind of did equal low there. I need to see a strong displacement through this low now. Maybe even taking on ES is more low risk, because that'll be like a 2-point stop. Once again, this fair value gap held. I want a closure under to invalidate that 1 minute retest invalidation. That'll be an inversion, and then also confirm that breaker. To do that, it's not a setup that I'm taking. This is also another retest already, so this is going to be good once it actually clears this. Someone commented Apex wins if you traded CPI and passed it. That's such a easy answer because the only defense of other prop firms is like, oh, Apex deal is a trap because it's hard to pass, but we passed it, so there's no defense because the funded is 1-to-1. That's the true concept of it. It's a challenging eval to pass, but once you're in the funded stage, there's nothing to shit on that account anymore. It's a phenomenal account now. I'm just gonna also mark this too. Wow, strong displacement there. This is what we're looking for. It might not give us a re-entry. Damn. These things tends to happen because we retested so many times, and once I want a quick delivery, what I want to see is just confirmation, a quick retap back up, and we just take a stab lower to the previous low. But man, oh man, they did not want to do that for us. It's a missed opportunity. Like that's really what it is. We framed the setup properly and correctly. Sometimes you don't get the entry, even though you have the right framework of it. But I will say, like, I would have taken that trade if I got that entry. That's what we were looking for. I anticipated that move, but goddamn, what a move! Even if you look at a closure, like look how deep this closure is. I don't think anyone's taking that inversion trade. That really sucks for that. All right, let's look at the higher time frame. Oh no. This is my next target if we had a closure on the hourly. At least we set equal lows. I hope this holds here so I can get a entry back up. That's two potential entry basically. This hourly close, look for a sharp set short down, and also that previous internal take on the lowest liquidity to take it down. They might have not. They might have taken both sides already. Some of you guys took it. That's good, man. But I'm not chasing it. Someone said, "What made you anticipate shorts instead of long?" I anticipate longs here because we had clear lowest liquidity, and then like I said, if you watch it back, the 5-minute going back and forth, we filled it and then closed under. I spotted that 1-minute breaker here. I anticipate for a flush down to this low. So like I said, this would have been what I've done. Like if it did give us a retest entry, just basically probably something like this at that previous high there and target the next low, about like a 2.5 RR type of trades. This would have delivered so fast if we got it. Man, oh man. How many people in here would have taken that trade, like with us? These are like, if you watched this previous live stream before, these are these type of setups that we take, classic setups that we go for. Just based on reading like the higher time frames and just aligning ourselves with it. And once we get the 1-minute confirmation after we clear the proper internals or inefficiency, you just jump in for it. I was clicking my order. I was literally about to do the same thing. I was like, okay, let's mark the breaker. We got closure. The moment it retasks back up, we're going to slam it down. That would have been like a banger play right there already. Oh, well. Yeah, look at that retest here. Straight to that low. Let me check the 15-minute again. If this 15-minute close in 6 minutes, it'll go through that 15-minute fair value gap and also through that previous order block that held. That's going to make me look for... Oh, man. Never mind. look for a return back up to really take out these equal lows. How would you have gotten to this trade? No or no entry? It's no entry. Like, would I've chased it? No, I would not have chased it. I still want a return back to this 4-hour internal though, so I still want lower. But look at that quick drive, taking out that 2 lows. Now it's kind of up in the air. Let's just see. Let's just play what we see. Yeah, if you're not understanding like as much as what I'm kind of trying to say, like my perspective of the market, because everyone's gonna have different perspective. It's just based on experience and practicing. So everyone will get there eventually. And we made the live stream free though, so if you want to be a signal bot, I think you'll still win there. But if you want to learn, that's the main prize. Yeah, Ash, those 10 accounts you passed, man, since you did Tradeovate, they are very delayed, overflowed with new orders, so you're not gonna be able to get them anytime soon. Maybe like tomorrow, like they'll fix everything. But guys, one key thing though, one framework at a time. I was framing that short setup. You could already think of longs now, but let's let it play out more. If it's unclear, which is kind of unclear to me, we did that strong sweep. Now, this could be a bullish signature in price and move back up and push the highs. I need higher time frame candle closure now to see where we want to head to next. This was such a clear target, man. If we didn't get that strong move down already. I kind of framed it with 2 potential setup, this short and possibly another one. Ash, with the Tradeovate that you have, you can use the rep console on any trader because the beauty about it, as long as you can connect to NinjaTrader, you can use a trade copier. So Tradeovate allows you to connect to NinjaTrader because NinjaTrader bought out Tradeovate, so now they can be used interchangeably. But if you choose Rhythmic on Ninja, like on Apex, you can't do the same thing other side. So that's a perk of Tradeovate though. That's why I recommend the Tradeovate option as well. The 30-second breaker, I can't see that until I open it. Let me see. So you mentioned the 30-second breaker here. Something that I always say, we get a stop punt here. After we get a stop punt, we want a closure above for a high quality breaker. This is not a closure. This is a wick above to fill more of the inefficiency. And if the order flow is already bearish, that's where you don't want to just take things willy-nilly. Keep in mind, 30-second is not high probability too. 1 minute is already volatile. Why would you want to drop it down lower and lower? I feel like I only use the 30-second when things are very slow. This is fast-paced right now. Yeah, like Blabs, even then, I think I'm sticking the 1 minute because it's already quick price action. Like, if the 1 minute is kind of like barcoding already, it's consolidating, you try to bring in 30-second, you're just going to get barcode there too. But man, this would have been a killer setup, guys. There's probably like 100+ people having the limit orders ready to set and go. Um, but it's a lesson basically, like what happens when you don't when you have the right model, the entry criteria, you put your limit orders in, but it just leaves without you. You could chase it, but then the risk is up in the air because it could just return back, and then now you just got killed on that. Quality trades, guys. It's part of the discipline. These type of trades happen every day. So if I miss one, what happens? You go to the next one. You took the entry, but you had a small TP. That moves so fast for me, man. I kind of wish that I got like a displacement here, confirmation here, and just re-entered or insert off of this candle. And then I'll get like a maybe 730 entry, stop above the high. This 5 point move would have been nothing. I looked at AM. I think I was on AM on my Discord in the main chat. This is the only setup I would have taken here. Otherwise, I think everything else is like a little bit more fickle for me. This is a good inversion here. It looks like in hindsight, but still, like I'm mainly looking at my entry criteria because I know it works the best. We're just kind of going back and forth right now, barcoding. Yep, confirmation, stick to the plan. As long as you stick to the plan, everything falls right after. Diod, I kind of mark things that I think is more appropriate. So I'm not gonna mark every fair value gap. I'm not gonna mark every order block. I kind of mainly mark the one that either already retested, so it shows effect, or the one that takes a level or liquidity. Mm. So you're not gonna see me mark everything, at least on the time frame that I'm tape reading. On the higher time frame, I typically mark everything I see because everything's important there. This kind of gave it inversion entry model. I don't think it's something I usually take though, because there's not really any clear targets. Just waiting for smooth edges to form, relative highs or lowers liquidity. Those are clear targets. Either that or just a strong liquidity level to aim for, depending on your draw. But we swept. I think we swept both sides there nicely. A strong sweep here, strong sweep down. Now you're gonna see probably more chop now. Could even see it buy all the way back up, and you see this like kind of a 5A breaker here. It depends. Are you still bearish? It's gonna be very shaky just because we already set this low. That's if this low is not taken, these are the setups I'll look for. Because you just want to align yourself with the higher time frame. And if these targets are already swept and there's no willingness to go back down, it's gonna be very difficult to keep shorting this. What do you think about ChatGPT? I don't know if there's any new. It's like the language or something, or is able to communicate. And I think Apple also partnered with them. That's cool. Because I actually like using ChatGPT. I use it for a lot of things. Just everyday thing. I can even ask about trading, and they do well with that. with setups, it's very difficult because my draw is lower. Now I'm kind of waiting to see more play out. But this was clear though. Like my draw this low here was very clear if we push this order block or that 15 minute. So this is now a BPR here. If this candle closes, no trades yet, guys, for me. I've been taking things pretty slow. I'm expecting chop now. We clear both sides until we get a move lower than that low. I'm expecting a little bit chop here. There's money to be made, man. Definitely comment any trade setups that you have in mind as well, or even comment like, oh, SMT here, which I did not see because I was not really paying attention. But I do take a lot of people inputs. I would also comment my thoughts on it. And I'm also learning too. Like, I know a lot of you guys trade the inversions. I'm not the best at inversion. I don't use it as my main model. I'm still learning about it. And I kind of use inversion the same way I use breakers. It needs to take a key level for me to take it. This is not a key level here. This might sell lower. We have SMT here, so what divergence you usually give is a reversal or a signature to give more of a seller move. Wow. I see a lot of chatters right now talking about the ETF thing. Have you guys seen that? How many here trades ETF? Because I think you guys have the right to know and understand what they're trying to do here. Press 1 if you trade ETF or have accounts with them. They're kind of making a bold move here. I talked about it in the prop chat in the Discord. Quite the bold move indeed. What are they doing? Yeah, I'm sure some of you guys are already aware of the new rules, but if you're not aware, just take a look at the prop chat and just scroll up just till last night. I've talked about it, but what basically happens, there's a lot of new implemented rules, which is difficult. If you thought Apex was bad, just imagine ETF just taking rules from Apex, taking rules from Top Step, because now it's $200 days as well, just similar to Top Step. But you know, Top Step is only 5 days. ETF needs 15 days. That's a big difference. How long will it take for you to get your payout now? Yeah, Sauce, you're fine to do that. No, don't sweat the rules too much as long as you know what you're doing. Yeah, like now they have to reduce the trading days now. I feel like if they want to make it more restrictive so people don't game the system, you have to reduce that 15 trading days. That's already like a high out of all the competitors. So make it 10, make it 7 even. You gotta drop it down. Yeah, they're not grandfathered. This is not the first time they did it too. Like, it kind of sucks. If you're close to payout, you might get really killed here. If your trading day is red, it doesn't count. That is also another atrocious move because Top Step does the same thing. Like you need $200 days, 5 days. That's why he's like, oh, red days doesn't count. That makes sense because you need only 5 green days. But you need 15 and red days don't count. Like it might take you more than a month to get a payout now. Yeah, there's apex delays, guys, with trade evade. Just what it is. Just getting overflowed. ES is very, very weak right now. That's why I was looking for an ES type of short earlier too. But if they deliver the same, which they did here, it doesn't really matter. Oh, that really sucks. You said you have an account with 14 days, 14 trade days with 350 days, $350 away. I mean, you need 15 days. Does that mean you just need one more day of $350? That might be worth it. Just go for it because with the new rules, if 9 of your days are wiped out, that's crazy. Yeah. Everything you guys are saying is the same thing I said on my Twitter. I talked about the big three and the difference between them. Top Step is very, very payout friendly right now. If you don't trade ETF, you don't have to worry about it with the new rules. You got already Apex, you have Top Step, you have My Funny Features. Those are the big three for me right now. ETF was on the conversation, but I think this new rule really flipped it. Unless they adjust it. I think they're going to adjust it because the feedback has been crazy. Just submitted first payout with Apex. Well done. I requested half for Apex. I think these half of them I started a few days before, early, and half of them I started like 2 days early after. So requested half of them last night, and then another half probably Monday. I think Monday for 10 days. So we're starting to create equal lows here, which is very good to have. This is what I'm waiting for. And we also have SMT again. Top Step is probably the best payout structure of all the firms right now. I've been saying that for ages too. 5 $200 days is easy. My Funny Features is also a very good payout structure. Like as long as you're not trying to go for like a $10,000, $20,000, like the way that I trade, like I just go for the payout and then keep on slowly building them back up after I request. There's only really difficulties when you trade a lot or trade for big 5-figure profits. I think that's when like I've seen some issues. Some equal highs up here. Oh, not Ave. He said, update from your giveaway account. Now I have 1 payout and 2 PAs. Look at that. I think you did tell me that. You did tell me you were like one of the early giveaway winners, probably like a month ago or a month and a half ago. And it was I think a 50K account or 150. I don't know. Maybe it's 50K because that's what we were offering. But to get that funded and then get a free payout on that or a payout on that is big. I think you're the first one that said that to me. from a giveaway winner. Congrats to not Abe. But we gave away about like probably 80, 90 accounts to people since 2 months. You're the first one. I mean, that's just also a statistic because people who probably get this winners of these giveaways, I don't know if they're going to take it seriously because it's not, they didn't pay for it. And it's also a stat in themselves because not many people actually get to the payout. You're part of the 1% essentially. Part of the 1 to 5%. The micro is also an issue with Top Step. I think they fixed it with Top Step X at least. But I don't really trade micros. I just trade minis, just high risk. So I don't really affect it. Not a wow. That's that news that I did not expect to hear. I just when I do a buffer, I just get about $1,000 over. That's generally what I do. So for the 50K account, I try to get above like 53,000, maybe 53 and a half, and I'll request 2,000 out. I have $1,000 to play with. That's more than enough. Some highs, some lows down here. This is likely going to chop both sides. Oh, I think PM's after that move here. This was the real delivery that we kind of missed there because we didn't get the entry. Yeah, always go for the payout though. You go for the payout. Maybe you have like $600 left, $700 left. Just take it slow, and then maybe by the next payout window, you already have enough for a second payout, and just keep on rinse and repeat. What confluence you look for a trade? This is the main thing here. If you don't know, I think you just gotta really take some time. Maybe there's gonna be a next setup. If we talked about this setup already, it has the right framework. Now I need to wait. Likely it's gonna be a internal or within the range entry. I don't think I'm gonna take any trades that targets a strong liquidity anymore because it's already in the air. 4 hour mark here in 12 minutes. We're already entering on ES here. How was index last summer? I don't really look at the months too much, like because there's gonna be opportunities every day. If you're swing trading, I think that matters. But if you're day trading, scalping like that, you just gotta adapt to it because some days it's gonna be lower volume, slower prices. Some days it's gonna be more volatile. Use the tendency to your advantage. Like one of the biggest what is it? The kind of tendency that we have in the market is you sell at your short or sell all your position in May. What happened there? If you sold at May, maybe the start of May, you literally sold at the bottom. This is the start of May. You sold at the bottom. Everyone keeps saying like sell at May and go away, right? You sold at the bottom, and we moved literally 1,000 points higher. And even if you didn't sell at May, what if you try to short at May? Just like, oh, there's bearish tendencies, you got killed. So it's a probability game. That's it. At the end of the day, it's probabilities, and use what you want to see. But you focus on what you see. If you're scalping, focus on the right time frame, because it's not gonna matter about the next day or next week if you're trading a 1 minute chart. How much is your lifetime membership? Yeah, I made an announcement there. I think, yeah. Just a heads up. The YouTube live stream would still be open and free and public. And just the Discord, I'm gonna do more hands-on stuff. So while we're waiting, this is in the announcement channel. Live stream will be maintained. If this is more for filtering out the dedicated traders from the masses, I think we're getting overflowed in the Discord. A lot of people are liking it, but like I think it's too much noise. And one of the key things is there's feedback from the OG members. They don't want kind of like noobs around. They want more experienced traders over time and dedicated traders at that. And I do agree with them. I don't want constantly people asking the basic questions. We're here to trade, and like that's more of a thriving environment, and you can't really thrive when you have new people coming every day. So by the end of the month, the Discord is going to be more back to private, and I think the lifetime we'll probably do a discount. It's going to be like 800 or 1,000 one-time fee, and then you're good. Means the Discord has been around for 2 years. I've been active every day for the last 2 years. I'm planning to stay active for the next 3, 4, 5 years. I don't have any plans of that, and instead of monthly fees, I think I'm going to focus on just one-time payment, and we're going to try to grow a small set of traders. But yeah, live stream will still be free. SMT, is there SMT? I kind of got distracted there. Oh yeah, we did. Okay, yeah. We're getting SMT left and right here. This is probably what we want to look at for a reversal in ES, just because look at ES tapping that 4 hour, looking for a move back to the highs probably, if it does confirm. What's your thoughts on take profit? I just started out take profit. I'm like $200 from passing the evals, so I'll let you know. Like I have no experience with them. I've seen their policies. They do look good. They have daily payouts, but it's trailing drawdown. I mean, it looks good. I'll try them out. I'm going to treat them as an aggressive account, though, because it has daily payouts. And Apex is going to be my conservatives. Yeah, I think there's 100 people interested in joining the private. I'm going to probably open it for like 40 people, because we want... we're going to open them maybe every once or twice a month. We don't need too many people in. But live streams will still be public. That's all that matters. Might be a breaker here with the SMT. This is good here if we're going back and forth in the range. This is already likely going for inversion here. We might get a setup coming up here. NQ is the strength right now. Oh, shit. Did not mean to open that. Come on, close it for me. There we go. We're likely looking for longs right here. I need to see this candle close first for this fair value app to be open. Hopefully we get the candle close here. Like I said though, any trade right now without strong clear of draw liquidity is gonna be tough. It is gonna be tough. I'm gonna just play based on what I see, and it's gonna be more difficult setups, of course. I'm probably gonna do 1 mini instead of 2 here. This is the breaker that you're looking at here. Candle close in 9 seconds here. This is the breaker. Probably just enter at 700, 701. I'll just put my limit in right now. I'm just going to do 1 just because there's no clear draw liquidity. If it does come back inside, that'll be that fair value gap inversion inside that breaker. We did take out the highs on NQ though. ES, another SMT right now. The divergence is pretty strong now. Look at the higher time frame. We're also in the 15-minute. ES is not in there yet. That's just the SMT that we're in right now. We're also back in this 5-minute inversion. Where would my stop be? It's gonna be very tight. I'm likely gonna put it at 94 or something. Be 7-point stop. I'm not trusting this too much, but I'll try to go for a push higher here. Yeah, this is definitely not the A setup I like. But I like SMT off these lows. This is the first move here. I probably need the entry within this candle here. If it makes a new high, I think I'll just leave it alone. ES needs to maintain this high still. We could try on ES. ES is not a bad pick either. But ES is the weaker asset right now. I'm gonna give it a try on NQ right now. It's just gonna be such a tight stop. We'll see. About like 6-point stop here. We'll see if we get delivery here. Oh wait, did it? I did. I already kind of retapped it. We should have got the entry already on this tap here. It was hanging around with all this inefficiency. Like I need like that immediate run. Oh no, I'll just cancel this, guys. I gotta take a piss though. That's what I've been holding in because the trade is on. I don't want to get on the second retap. I'll be right back. We're back. Yeah, I also was holding a piss because I was like, okay, this trade might hit us. Let me just stay for it. Better yet, I think ES gives you a tighter entry here. I kind of like something like this. This would be the very start of the breaker. About like 31.5, 31.75. Just stop right there, just under the breaker, about nearly 2 points. If we leave this equal highs, we can target the next higher. But we should have got the entry on that retap there. When it's hanging around too much, I've seen it get see trouble. Okay, they already took it. It's fine. If we just continue moving higher, even closing through this 15-minute here, I would like that for long to take out this high now. Just play what we see. If it's not there, it's not there. What can you do about it? I think we tried already 2 setups today, and both of them did not give us our entry when we got confirmation on it. What can you do about it, man? Like, if we got this entry here, it hit 703. I think my entry was 701. 2 points off. This would have hit 12 points already. With a 6-point stop loss, essentially. Gotta take this off here. TB hit. I guess Julian took it. This is probably gonna run through now. This is more of a high risk trade now. This was more of a B plus setup, but after it moved up higher and missed that entry, if it does run through, we're gonna drop this to probably like a C minus grade. When they extend the activation until end of May, it's very good for that. Equal highs on the ES. I'm gonna probably pay attention to ES here. I'm not gonna take on the first tap anymore. I'm gonna let it play out, and if we get a confirmation again, I'll take it. So this trade model here is kind of dead to me right now, where I'm not gonna utilize it here. But let's take a hypothetical. If we take this long, let's see if it works, because it's still a unicorn trade setup with our criteria that we were looking for. But will it work? Let's just see. Same thing with the ES. We can kind of have an idea. Like my entry would be like 31.5 here, and 701 on NQ, and stop under the breaker. So take a look. You don't have to take this trade literally, but just see. Okay, we would have got filled here. Not an ES though, NQ. Maybe, I don't know if we got filled here. This would have, I think this is exactly where I put my TP or entry. Wow, look at that. ES even gives the entry. Did I put it at 701 or 701.25? Because I would be even more mad if they missed me here and they also missed me just putting on the same entry. What gives you a long bias? So it's not me being long bias, it's playing what I see, because we already take the liquidity on both sides already. I was looking for this low to be taken. It got taken and it started moving up. And then we dropped the 1 minute to tape read. We have SMT, strong SMT here on ES making another lower low, NQ did. And you basically look at the inversion here. We invalidate that setup and push through, displacing through, creating this breaker here. So with this SMT here, NQ being the strong asset, I'm looking for a move into this 15-minute internal. So you look at the 15-minute here. We're looking for a move back into it. So it's not me being long. Like I'm not trying to say like it's going to go all the way through this. I was more looking for a long entry here for a move inside this 15-minute, maybe like 10, 15 points with a 6-point stop. And that's just the precision that we aim to go for. Man, yeah, it does suck because we had this breaker here. We had this framework, missed this setup. And then we also had this, missed this setup. Very rarely do we miss 2 setups in a row. What firm have you gotten the most payouts from? Lifetime, I have no idea. I think it might be Elite, just because I was early with them. That was like my day one. But this year, I think Top Step. I think I got like 25,000, 30,000 from Top Step already. But I'm taking Top Step very slow. I just get like 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 each week. So my cost at Top Step is probably the lowest out of all the firms. Equal lows, equal highs. This would have for sure got you entered. So let's just play hypothetical. Would this trade work out? Our stop would be at the under that low. Just a little bit lower, right there. And in this aspect, ES would have got filled here, 31.5. Let's see if that plays out. I would target this high. I'll just mark it just to show what I'll do. But NQ's already dead because of that previous miss. This is about 2 RR trade here, if this works out. but NQ is already showing not any trades yet. We had two setups shown. This one and this these longs here, short and long. We missed both of them. We still have time. We still have a whole hour. Basically, we spotted two setups. Equal highs is the target on ES, but like I said, this is already a downgrade setup because we tap it inside the 15 minute for both NQ and ES. What does that tell you? The probability is not with you because if I'm framing the setup with the intraday bias, we already got what we saw. And what we could see now is a run to the internal to take out this next low here. That's why I show this as hypothetical, because it was a good trade if we got our entry. Because we would have got like if this enter here, we got like about 13 points. That's probably a 2RR for me because I put 6-point stop on it and we knifed through it. So this is a very clear example of how I tape read and how I take my trade setups. Now we're likely gonna go for a shift down. This is where I just delete the breaker now. Delete all these type of things because it doesn't really show much if we just knife through it. Left and equal highs on ES, but it doesn't matter there. How often you pay taxes with this fund accounts? You're gonna have to talk to a CPA with that. Mm. 30-second short delivered. God damn, let me see. 30-second short. This is on NQ, nothing here. Let me just see. Yes. Yeah, I don't see it on either. Only maybe this down close candle, just because we have, but it's also very weak. I don't see the 30-second you're talking about. This is not any institutional swing low here. Maybe this one, maybe this one, but it's so tight. Like that's why we're always talking about like quality of a breaker. BPR NQ short. Let's take a look. You're looking at most likely the next close candle here. So I'll just show it. I'll definitely pop it in the chart. It should be a little bit lower. Just expect the possibility of no trades because I'm only looking for quality trades. I found 2 quality trades already. I did not get entry on either of them. If I had, they both would have won big time there. Or not big time. The first one would have won really good. The second one would have got like 2R trade, which is also good. If you feel like you want to push buttons or more eager to take trades, I might not be the person for you to watch. Because I've kind of changed and disciplined myself to the trader where I want consistent results. And what I've noticed is if I look for only A+ setups or A setups, basically, maybe B+ too. This is probably B+ right here. Just basically my higher probability to take trade entries. My P&L curves is better, and I feel like I'm not over trading, which is good. It's building good habits, and it's good discipline overall. Go to Alpine, dude. Apex did Apex not nerf Alpine with his kind of model, with his orb? It's gonna be hard for him to do that now. When I talk about Alpine or other traders, like I'm respecting anyone who shows live execution. I respect everyone who shows transparency. But it's not me hating if I just, it's a subject you talk about. Just like if we talk about trades by Matt, I give him all the flowers because he's a very transparent and a great trader with his results. But just because I say something, my opinion, that's more negative, it's not me hating them. It's just my opinion. So for Alpine's sake, the way that he trades, I think is more suited for funded accounts and not developing skill for real trading. Because in no world do you trade with like a 2-point stop or 2-point entry and risk the whole count. And of course that your loss would be minimal. You probably have like 99.5% win rate if you do that. But the risk reward also is 1 to 10 or 10 to 1. 10 risk reward, yeah. So you're risking like 10 plus for 1 reward. Matt is a G. Dude, I think someone showed me a clip of him taking a trade. I don't know if he take both trades, but I saw the morning one. He took a 10-point scalp with no drawdown. That's a type of trade that I like. He probably takes more volume than me though, which is fine. I don't have to compete in volume with him. But let's just look at the results so far. I think we've been doing so good this month and last month, man. This is my fund of futures here. I took a payout already, and we're at halfway to payout. And the whole, like, you guys know when I copy trade the TradeMate one, which is my fund of futures. And I think maybe 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago, I took a payout on it. It went above 53,000. I took like 1,000 or 1,100. And wait, so 52,000. We're up 500 since then. And this is my my dashboard, which should be the exact same as my Apex. The Apex just has a terrible dashboard. So I made 1,000, 500, 400. This 1,000 is that payout here. So I think I made like $100. So once you account for $1,100 payout, it shows negative, which I don't know why they do that. But 200, $7 because maybe it was a break even. Minus 144, plus 200, plus 120, plus 170. Today might be no trades, just like this day. We'll see. I'm so fine with that record, man, because we're chilling because the payouts are making me happy. And now that I have 20 accounts on Apex, plus my 3 accounts on my fund futures, plus my Top Step ETF, they haven't gave me my live account yet. It's been 3 weeks, guys. I'm updating you guys every time, but they haven't gave me my live account yet. I used to have 3 accounts with them, and they're all 3 at 7,000 profits when I trade live on them. So $20,000 total. It's been 3 weeks. They haven't gave me the account yet. They only paid me, I think like $2,000 or $3,000. Very small, 10% or 15% of it. I got scammed, dude. I hope I didn't get scammed. But I'll update you guys if so, because ETF, like I said, was my day one prop firm. They were the first prop firm I started, and probably the prop firm where I got the highest payout on. How many accounts do you have on Top Step? I have 3 Express, and I have probably like 5, 10 reserves now. I've been building up reserves, especially on this promo. This is a perfect time to do reserves. There's no other time to do it than now. We're gonna look for the trade, but you guys know me. I wait for a retracement. This looks like a sell model right now, but if it just keeps on selling under, I'm not chasing it. Damn, we missed 2 good setups though. This is what I also showed here, guys, because I was looking for a 1-minute entry to take to this internal, and then once we violated that breaker, this is what I showed to take out this next low or that previous low. Knowing that, like, you could do something with it, but I wasn't able to. ETF went from being your day one to them telling you one day. You're saying, can we flip for PA counts? I'm assuming you're talking about Apex. Each firm has different rules. For Apex, you can have 2 out of those 10 days to be flip trades. I might use that today. No, hand of God. There's no 40 hours anymore. You can activate whenever you want. You just have to make sure you activate before the renewal of your eval if you don't want to pay the renewal costs. Yeah. Look at this 5-minute here. I was maybe seeing like if we want to run up higher, but this 5-minute also had that inversion. This is also my point of interest on the 5-minute. Lots of things that I played exactly how I called it. Like if you want to recap, we started live here. I was looking for longs. I think I wasn't ready for this. We started the stream at 12:40, and you had to immediately take the long. But I was setting up my stream still. You take a long to take out internals, and look for a drive higher to these equal highs, take out the lowest liquidity, and then this is where I was like, if it confirmed a 1-minute setup, I'm taking the short. We took the short, or tried to, but no entry. Fell down here. Chop around, and then gave us a 1-minute setup. You see that breaker here? You see this 1-minute fair value gap? Try to take it on this candle here. It didn't fill us. Hit the internal. So, and then after it hits the internal, for the 15-minute fair value gap, I'm looking for the next low to be taken. Just everything just works exactly how I'm kind of commentating, but that doesn't matter. All that matters is execution. I can have the best commentary in the world, but I need the execution to back it up. Just passed another eval thanks to you, Brian. If you're taking the trades based on my commentary, I mean, I guess you were running something, but I haven't taken a single trade yet. There's 2 setups that I miss. David just joined in. It looks like we tried 2 setups. Didn't get filled on either of them before it delivered the move. What can you do? What can you do? Why didn't you take the short? Where would the short be? We barely got any retracement. Maybe you could take it at this inversion. This might be the only decent one. But this is kind of hindsight, though. I don't know if I would take... We took internals. No, like, I would need to see it violate this breaker first. So this candle could still hold that breaker. So once we got this candle here, that is more of a signal for me to join in on the downside. So this candle closed. If we tapped inside the BPR, that could have been a good entry. And it would have been something like this for me. And go for the next low. At 18,700. 18,700. BPR. There's only an inversion here. Damn it, I should have not watched you. I would have caught my setup. Dude, don't let me influence what you're thinking. We're going to be looking at 2 different things. Maybe we'll do a giveaway today here. That's so true, Frosty. Always follow your setups. Don't be a signal bot, because even let's say I like longs here and you like short, I could be wrong, and then you've been like you followed me long and got killed because I'm also not guaranteed. Let's do a giveaway right now. More short notice. All you gotta do is just like the stream and comment your YouTube username one time, and then we'll pick one in 5 minutes. We could do 2 tomorrow, I think. We'll do 2 tomorrow, just because we didn't do any streams today or this week that much. Is this the first stream on YouTube? I don't even know. Lots of things happen on Discord. But the firms are sponsoring the stream, which is good. Just back and forth chop right now. I think, yeah, we did tap in the hourly. That's what I was looking at too. So let me pull it up here after I mark this version. This hourly FAG here that we didn't really even tap to until now. Look at the 4 hour. We slammed through that 4 hour. Zoom into NQ. NQ just did also a tap inside. So this could be somewhat of confirmation on higher time here if we can move away from that for longs. What do you mean by institutional low? It's just like more of a swing point low. So, like here, would you consider this a swing point high? I wouldn't, because it's followed by 2. The left candle's higher than the up close candle. This would be a high here because we have 2 lower candles. This will be a good low here. This would not be a good low because the left candle is lower than the point of interest of that candle. Same thing with this down close. Even though it's a down close candle, that's not a potential low, a swing point. That's what I mean by that. Okay, let's see if we can get through this breaker or this order block here. That really took out the low. If we can get through that, I'm going to be very, very bullish going to power hour. Give it some time first. For ES and NQ, if this SMT, I like to play the stronger asset. If not, it's the one that has the right structure. So sometimes one would have the breaker, the other one would have a mitigation block. And I'll go for the breaker just because it's more safe in my eyes. See, we already took the low. Okay, let's see the giveaway. Giveaway today is bless me. X the trader. claim your giveaway 4 minutes here. Candle close will be a 5-minute BPR. We already got closure. I'm liking longs right now. I think I'm definitely liking longs right now. Extra trade, just DM me on Discord. I'll handle it after the stream. Congrats to X the Trader. Someone said we should hit an uptrend within the next 30 minutes. I like that confidence. Let's go. I'm waiting for this 5-minute close first. If we close under the inversion, that's not going to be the best there. I mean, we kind of have a 5-minute breaker here too, because we did tap inside this 5-minute fair value gap. It depends. If you're bearish on the hourly, this would be an entry you would take here. The hourly here. The hourly is bearish already. So let me just mark this on the 5-minute just so we can see. If we can get through this first, I guess, would be the signal for us to long. So if you're thinking longs right now, I had to take another look at it. This might not be longs ready yet. So we're inside of a breaker that aligns with the hourly. There. It looks good on the 4-hour, and because we hit internals. So we're looking for 4-hour here. We hit the internal on NQ and ES, and look for a move higher. And NQ, or on the 15-minute, NQ went to internal too, for a move back to that. So we want to see if we can climb back up. Okay, I got your message, Access Trader. I'll talk to you after the stream. Just a 5-minute breaker, since it aligns with the hourly. This is gonna be holding price back for high prices. Yeah, I had to take a look at the 5-minute. Like once I saw that, like now longs are a no go. And I also was waiting for confirmation for the 5-minute closure to be bullish. We inverse this and close right back now. That's pretty bearish there. Let's see if we can set up off the 1 maybe, because the 15 minutes is also bearish still. We're at the lows, everything's pointing lower. So basically 701, 701. I'm not gonna look for longs until we get above this let's say this inversion here. Any idea when Apex will reopen trade accounts? They extended it, so it's probably gonna the next day maybe, if not Friday, or Friday's tomorrow. We don't really know. They probably have a lot of traffic, but if you pass them, don't sweat it, man. You passed them. You already did the hard work. There's no rush in trying to trade the fundeds, I guess, right? Rhythmic or trade evade? I would go trade evade option. Just because rhythmic, for an intrader, you can only have one rhythmic connection, and you can have unlimited trade evade. So you have that capability, and also you're able to. What is this? This is inversion. You're also able to trade better with news on trade evade rather than rhythmic if you do trade volatility. So yeah, it looks like a lot of new people are on the stream. Welcome. If you're new, hopefully we get we're delivering good commentary, good discipline, and eventually we'll get a good trade going. But I shared my P&L curve. I shared all my things. Like I've been doing good, but some days there's gonna be no trades, and that's something you guys have to accept for yourself as well. No loss, no trade. Other way around, no trade, no loss. Zach Anthony passed my first set of Apex accounts on that short. Been trading with Top Step, my funded futures for a year now. Up 40,000 for the year in payouts. Always worried about Apex giving a shot this time. I mean, yeah, like you're probably gonna cough up about $2,000, $3,000 on all the fees, all the evals, since you passed them all already. That's worth the investment because one payout would cover all that, and then by the time you get the first payout, everything's free from there. Steven Tron, I subscribed. Just answering this. Are you Asian? Yes, I am. We'll have the face cam stream going with the new office revamp end of the month. Equal high smash there too. So yeah, on the 15-minute scale, we also have that order block here. Holding price back. I want to see if we can get past the order block, get past 5-minute. If we could do that, you're more likely to play the upside with real confirmation. I'm really excited with Apex though. As long as they're paying out, like let's say as long as they pay me out for the next 3 months, 4 months, I could do so much with it with the way that I'm trading. It could really be like $60,000, $80,000 a month. Basically triple what I'm doing right now, which is like 20 to 30 to 40,000. This month is the highest month I've done in the last 6 months. We already have the right discipline. We have the right trading model. We passed the evals with the strategy that we discussed yesterday. What more can we do? We just gotta let your work just let time pass and keep doing what's been working. SMT here, ES showing a stronger move up. Is this time for the flip here? We'll see. Remember the equal highs on ES. If we get a setup on ES, I might look for that too because we have that. Okay, breaker coming up on ES. Let's see if we can smash through that. The 15-minute order block too. If we can just smash through that, 32 is where I'm looking at. How much funding in eval, or how much in funding did you have before the yesterday evals? I had, I've kind of talked to this many times. Like a month ago, I had six PAs and went to 8, and then I'm building up like 2 at a time basically, just slowly. It's better for my mental. Instead of going all 20 at once. That's what I've noticed. And I have 10 right now. That's all above payout threshold, all at payout. And now we have like, I think I might pass like 25, 30. I need to recount. Like it's such a large number. Like I got all this activation, and some of them are like $1,000 from passing, just because my bracket did fill all the way. So we're good. I'm set for a few months at least. And I wanted to cough up the reserves or the billing. SMT is holding. Not really much of SMT actually, but breaker's holding here. I do all the firms, guys. Let's do an overview here. No, it should be Brian Stock. BrianStock.com. It shows just the bento and Top Step or Apex 90% off. Great deal. With the 250K, that's even a better deal. That's like a 97% off for me. 30K off or 30% off static for my fun features. Some people think this is a bad deal, but I think if you're treating this as a live account, this is also a great deal. 90% off of Bunox. This is like basically similar to Apex, but it's end of day trailing. So if trailing drawdown is not your style, Bunox is there too. Bunox, I think, been around longer than most of these firms. Top Step, $30 off, incredible. Take Profit. I'm new to Take Profit. I'm gonna try them out. 40% off, no activation fee. It's still a good deal there too. Decent deal. ETF. I might have to close ETF at this rate with the deals. I don't want to recommend you guys firms that I don't think is good for you, but we have to see what they're gonna adjust here. Because I think the reaction they've been getting is the feedback pretty terrible. I don't know what they were thinking though. Appreciate Steven. I heard if you use code SMART for any of your prop firms, you're more likely to get payouts. The stats don't lie. You guys can't even buy the Apex right now? I thought it just takes forever to load. I thought you could still buy it. So you can lock in that price. No trades yet today. Lail. We had 2 setups. Both of them missed our entry and hit the TP already. Someone's talking about AMC. Is AMC doing crazy everything right now? Let me just look. No, they're going the shitters. Oh, so you can't buy Apex at all? Okay. Maybe you have to wait for the next day then. They must be super backed up. You don't have to finish in one day. Oh, don't think like that. That would be dangerous if you thought you had to pass in one day. You're just gonna really YOLO it. You can pass whenever you want. Just notice the hard resistance on the 5-minute here, because the hourly we're doing time alignment. The hourly is bearish still. After we inverse this hourly gap and we're going for the low, we have that tough reaction inside this 5-minute breaker. If we can get over it, I'm going to be very bullish, and I'm looking for a long, probably right back into it. ES is still there too. Let's see on the Apex Discord if they have updates on it, because it is pretty annoying if you guys can't activate or buy the accounts. No, they haven't made anything. They just said it's gonna be delayed. You can pass whenever you want. If it takes you longer than a month, you just have to pay the monthly renewal. I just personally like to pass evals in a few days, just because I've been wired to do that now, so I can focus all my time on fundeds. Like, imagine if I have a lot of fundeds and I also have a lot of evals, and I'm trying to kind of do both at the same time. I would be more stressed. Damn, might be no trades today. Unless we get a trade in the next 20 minutes, it might be no trades again, guys. Might be no trades again, guys. A little disappointing, but it is what it is. The Discord link doesn't work. Try the bento. The bento might work then. How many trades I take a day? Basically one trade a day, mainly. But I only trade for like 2 hours. So I didn't really trade in the morning. I tried 2 setups today. None of them got filled. But it doesn't happen often. I think like probably I'll say like 35% of the time. Maybe 1/3, like it would leave without me. The others would hit it and either take my stop or hit my TP where I want to see happen. This is starting to look good here. We're going through this 15-minute order block too. This is pretty bullish here. Shifting up. I bought 20 new evals, but I have another set of 20 evals I'm about to pass. Will Apex allow you to have potential 40 pass evals? Yes, you can. That is spectacular, man. You just have to activate it, or since you'll have 20 fun minutes, you have to probably take the renewal cost if you have more than the maximum for 20 fundeds. Let's see the candle closer here on this 5-minute. That would probably clear it for me already. And I'll look for longs. I'll likely shift this version. There's that push. See if we got a long setup. I'm gonna try that. It might be more forced, but I'm gonna try to go just 1 minute tight stops. If this high is kept, I'm gonna go for it. Look for this candle closure in the 5 minutes first. Join the next retest. Today might not be a day for retest, I guess. Okay, let's look. Let's see on the ES. Two-minute for a close, and then also we got a 15-minute closure too. This is pushing past the order block, so I'm pretty bullish. I'm looking for that setup right now. Just join in on. Here, I'm probably gonna take on a yes. I'm just gonna put my limit in, and then I'll drag it, so I'm not. I can be quicker. One more minute for closure here. Probably just looking for a retest back in. This order block here. And check out this high. About like a 4-point trade. I like 30-01s right now for longs. If we close above the 15-minute, wait, is it 1:55 p.m. candle in the 5-minute? Would that be a bullish breaker to go long and target the lunch highs? I think so, yeah. This is definitely what you were looking for longs, even higher. Probably than this high. Yeah, this is lunch high here. I'm liking joining longs here. 5-minute close. This breaker's already pushed through. We had a reaction delivered back down. If we can get a entry in the 31s here, I'm just gonna put it like around 31 right now. That's where I want to get it in. That, or I'm taking an NQ. I'm kind of rushing for this trade right now because it's almost power hour. I like to trade within my kill zone. Mike Fam's long, targeting 710. I'm trying to join you, man. Let me see if I can get an entry somewhere though. Might get at 32 instead. Just right. Showing it somewhere. We're pushing. Just don't want to get FOMO'd, and because the risk score is not too great now. It's likely gonna just get a retap. Take out this high, potentially inside this 15-minute. So more likely your risk is in your favor if it goes back to 31, 32 right now. Check the 30 second to see if we have anything clear. Not much of a liquidity anywhere. Yeah, I'm just looking for 31 right now. Just this order block to last and put my stop at 29 probably. 2 points, less than 2 points. It's not a breaker play, but it's just more. I'll go for it. Back in this 5-minute inversion too. I'll put a 31 1/4. That's fine. That's fine. See what picks it up here. Just do 1 mini, just because we're so close power and it's not a breaker play, which is my main model. Did I miss it? We'll just see what happens. Probably doing something like this though. I'm gonna go for this high and maybe break this off, but I'm likely going for a drive higher. My stop is probably gonna be here. Equal highs. Cross the breaker, 5-minute inversion. Would like to retap back in. Move through the 15-minute order block already. A 15-minute tap inside here would be ideal. Look at the hourly. We drove low. Yeah, everything's showing decent longs right now. NQ's already moving. If I did the same thing on Q, this order block entry, I guess would have got filled. I don't know why yet. Oh, I'm getting so unlucky with injuries right now. I'm missing it by like a tick or two. Yeah, like someone said they entered on the NQ order block. Like, what is going on with my entries right now? I'm just missing them by a smidge. It's not that fun, man, when you miss it like that. No SMT. I'm still going for it. Maybe it'll be one more sweep. Hopefully two more stop is enough. If not, I'll just lose $100 on it. I'm fine with that. 6 off. Getting very unlucky, man. I'll move this. I don't know if some people are asking about this. This is gonna be my main target. Okay, I'll try it here. It hanged on a lot, so let's see if it works or not. Just at the order block here. Put my TP. Just extend it a little bit. We got that inducement already. It really got to hold and push through now. 5-minute retap back in the version. Let's see if we can hold here. Very, very tight stop. 2-point stop. This would be, let me see what 1-to-1 would be like. This would be 1-to-1 already at 33.25. If you guys want to take 1-to-1. Just trying to go for this high here. But it's also my taking a lower probability to take a trade, because the other probabilities I did, it was based on breakers, and those are my bread and butter. This is not a breaker trade, so it might get a little bit tricky here. I am bullish here though. Just hope this plays out, because I got stuck at the momentum. Nearly 1-to-1, and then it's coming back here. I have to take a piss again. I have my limits in, but just because it's not a bracket order, if it takes this and use this as my stop, because the stop will still be there. It's moving pretty slow right now though. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be back in like less than a minute, hopefully. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I can't really focus too much if I'm holding something in. But I gotta go at 3 though, so I'm like 5 minutes. I'm just gonna have to forcefully close it. So I have lunch. That's 1-to-1 there, guys. Honestly, maybe I'll just put it, try to right there, just a tick under. Just take me out, and then I'll be probably end the stream. It's a very tiring day. Just 1 minute, just because we're close to power, man. Aw, man. Don't do this. Let the trade play out, but 4 more minutes for power hour. Hopefully it can be taken by then. It's just so slow. Is this too ambitious? This is like 2-point stop. We're going for 3.5 points. I was going for a little bit more, but it's like near 2 RR. But if it, I don't really like it going back under now after it stalls so much. Don't tell me this is a break-even trade though. After hitting plus 100. I like this trade just because we violate the bearish structure. We have the breaker, we have the 5-minute, we turn that inversion, and then you keep on flipping time frames on the 15-minute. We already kind of violated the mean threshold of the order block, so this order block's useless. And we have this internal here that I want to see it push through. So I think power hour would give that move up above 35s. It might just chop just to figure itself out. Because it really stalled as soon as we entered. NQ's already kind of hanging. But yeah, I think by 3 p.m. Maybe I'll give it an extra minute. I'll just have to close it for what it is. I think ES could hold here because ES is a strong asset. That's why I took the trade on ES. Might be a perfect time to break this stop now, especially with this SMT. NQ took another low, ES did. I'm going to give it a little bit more wiggle room before I do that though. Okay, hopefully it just takes me out here and then I'll go for lunch. We'll end the stream, we'll be in profit. We'll all be happy. Happy family. This is the third setup, by the way. We had 2 other setups that was, one spectacular, second one was decent 2-hour trade. This one is also another 2-hour trade. But in a different timeline, we could have taken all 3 trades and be crazy up. YM's pushing the highs, the 5-minute, with the 3 p.m. close here. I'm just going to put tick under. You guys can take the equal high or that 15-minute. I think this would likely smash through all the way to this 15-minute here. So this would make this kind of something like this. But it's all about precision, screen time, and experience. And hopefully my experience and screen time would give us a winning trade here. Don't ask dumb questions. No, I like comments from you guys. I consider them. I definitely consider them. Okay, looks like we're out. Boom. Boom there. Let me just make sure I'm good with all my accounts here. That's a lot of... I have a lot more accounts this time, so a lot more is riding with it. The good thing about the trade copier though, guys, I could do, I think these are my 250k accounts here. I can do 3x the size. That's what I'm doing. So my normal 50k account on Apex and my fund features, like for instance here, this is a my fund features account, 50k. I don't know how much I made here. Does it show? $157. That's good. I just put a tick under. I should have gone for 2RR though, but that just lets me times 3 on a larger count. That's why I can do multiple counts. And I think maybe 2 more days I'll request another 1,000 off just to pay myself. That'll be the second payout on this account, and I'm just keep on rolling, rinse and repeat. And if you kind of count it all up, this is all funded. I would not count this here, 250k. That's my first trade of the day on them. Until it's past threshold and payout, it's not really my profits. These accounts, so these are real profits here. because I can take that payout tomorrow. Is that what matters here? But good trade. Surprisingly, bottom tick entries 31.25, very precise there. I put a very tight stop, 2 points, and went for 3.5. I don't know. I could go higher, but SMT, that's perfect for me already. Take that equal highs. Press one if you took that trade, guys. Precision is unmatched. I mean, also 30 times the charm. It took 3 setups for me to get the entry. It was such a hassle. What does 0 mean? I know what 2 means. 2 that you guys didn't take the trade, but what does 0 mean? But I think that was taken on like about 25 accounts. Wow. 25 or 30 accounts actually. Because I have 28 Apex now. Add that with my other accounts. And that was a $200 on 30 accounts is 6,000 by the way. If I did that right. Wait. On 30 accounts, yeah, 6,000. And some of the accounts did 3 times the size. Yeah, I think next month I'm gonna try to do only PM streams on YouTube, and I'm gonna do more AM streams on the Discord. Which, like I said here, if you guys want to join the private here before we end the stream, we talked about this. Look at the announcement. I'm trying to filter it out for dedicated traders. It's going to be probably capped at, there's 110 interest or 108 right now. I'm probably going to open up only 40 spots. Because a lot of people are probably unsure, and I don't know if I'm doing a monthly option. We'll see if there's interest there, but I really want to focus on the one-time payment. It's going to be like around $1,000 one time. I had the Discord for 2 years now. I plan to continue pushing value in that Discord for years and years. So it just depends if you find value in the community. And 3 p.m. That's my lunchtime, guys. Just join the Discord if you want more information of what we're doing. And there's going to be free sessions too. Free planning sessions and whatnot. I'll link the link to it. But we've been expanding pretty incredible. I'll post a link here. I hope no one is just signal botting though. If you took this trade without knowing why, I'll go over like quickly again. The 5-minute structure, it violated my bearish breaker. It inverts this 5-minute bearish gap too, and then the retap inside the inversion. The 1-minute order block here. That's precision. That's really precision right there. And then followed by looking at the hourly or wait, the 15-minute. The 15-minute order block, we already closed above that threshold. This is all bullish signature and price, and I'm looking for a move higher. At least to 36 right now, but even higher, probably even to 42 if we're bullish in the PM or in power hour. We don't have much time though. But yeah, Discord will be the private again. The live streams will be free for the next, let's say, 3 months. Have a good one, everyone. Are you gonna have a different Discord channel for your premium members? And no, you guys can stay in the Discord. It's just gonna be the main channels we're gonna work on is gonna be private, and then we'll still have free channels too, like the general chat and all of that. And maybe like once a week we can host like a free session. But we're good. I'm gonna stop recording and stop the stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe in the morning, maybe in the PM. We'll have to see. I'll be in Discord though, guys.